guys, it's Robin, the Lady Biker. I wanted to jump on this video today to talk to y'all about a few of the things that I've done to modify my girl's hair Scarlet so that she really fits me. And what kind of started this whole conversation, the thought for this video, was I've had several conversations recently with riders that are my size and even a little smaller. Now, for a little background, guys, I'm a 5'6" and I'm about 135 pounds. So riding these big cruisers, for those of us that are my height or even a little shorter, can be a challenge because at 850 pounds on my Road King, she's a big girl. So I've had to make a few modifications so that I could really control her. Now, with that said, guys, there are so many bikes out there on the market, and there are so many purposes for riding different bikes. So sometimes it's important to modify the bike to fit you. And sometimes it's more important to adapt your skills to fit the bike and the kind of riding you want to do. So what we're going to talk about today is about the modification of the bike. But if you're someone who rides one of those, another bike that you need to leave it at the stock height or whatnot for the kind of riding you're doing, get on YouTube, guys. There are some amazing YouTube riders out there that are putting out content that will help you learn and gain those skills. And there's also some schools out there, so do the research. So like I was saying, and one of the reasons why I'm partial to Harleys because I've grown up in a Harley family. I'm not the first generation Harley rider, but the other thing I like about them is another reason why they get a lot of joking and people harass them for it is they are designed to modify you to fit the aesthetic and the functionality that you want. Let's wait for the car to finish. All right, sorry about that, guys. One of the joys of videotaping in your driveway is you never know what's going to happen around you. So let me take you for a walk around and show you some of the things I've done to make my bike fit me. Guys, so here's my girl Scarlet, and I've done several things to her to modify her to fit me. So when I first got her, she was very, very tall, honestly a little too tall for me, which made me feel very off balance. So the first thing I did was I changed out the seat. So this is a Harley-Davidson Super Reach seat. And this is, I believe, specific to the touring models. So when you get online, or drop down into the description, I'll have a link for the part and all that. What this seat does is it pushes me further down and further forward so that I'm sitting almost on the tank, and made a huge difference because it put me over the center of gravity. One of the other things I did was I pulled my bars back. Purpose being is it gets the bars closer to me so I'm able to set upright. And I have my bars pulled as far back as they will go without hitting my instrument panel whenever I turn the forks. One of the other things I did, let me see, get around here, was I added an adjustable clutch. So what this does, in these hydraulic clutches that they're putting on the Harleys now, I was catching very far out on the tips of just my first two fingers. And in traffic, that caused significant fatigue in my hand very, very quickly. By putting this adjustable clutch on, it catches closer to the handlebars, so it fits my smaller hand a lot better. The next thing I did was I shaved down my windshield. The stock windshield on a Harley Road King Classic is 20 inches. And that was right in the middle of my field of vision. And I did a whole video on that. So if you want to check it out, here it is. And so I ended up shaving it down to a custom 18.5 inches. So that's perfect for me. Clears my field of view, but it also still keeps me behind the buffeting. So when I am making the longer rides, I don't have that fatigue hitting quite as quick. The last thing I did was change out or add a lowering kit to the rear shock. Let me switch over to a picture here. So what this is a bracket that shifted the connection of the shock back to allow a 1-inch drop of my rear end. So I'm lower when I'm in the seat, but my ground clearance under the bike remained the same. Now the kit I used was from Covington. It's down in the description, but please do the research because different manufacturers produce different kits depending on the make, model, and year of your bike. So if that's something you're looking at, do the research because the kits are specific to different bikes and different year models. Okay guys, so much of the reason that I did so many of the modifications was for these big bikes, for this big bike, I felt for me more in control and more comfortable and enjoy the ride more when I have that connection with the ground and can really use the leverage of my legs and my core to move her when we're at a stop. Stop sign, stoplight, parking lot, gas station. This garage, backing her up into a parking spot or into the garage, it just, having that connection to the ground fit me. So guys, I want to know, for those of you out there who are riders who have modified your bike, whether because you're tall or you're a little bit shorter in stature or you have a physical challenge that makes it a little bit more difficult to ride them stock, drop it in the comments, share what you've learned, because guys, that's what this whole community is about, is sharing our knowledge with each other, and especially for the new riders who are trying to figure out what to do to modify their bikes, or even some more experienced riders that are looking to go up in size. So if you would, drop in the comments below, let me know what you've done, tell me why. And so guys, thanks for jumping in today, I really appreciate it. And with that, get on the bike you love, get out and ride, have fun, be safe, I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys.